What are the best desserts in the world? It's hard to say because all desserts are delicious. Europe, America, Australia, it doesn't matter where they come from because everyone loves sweets. Each country has its own typical dessert, and listing them all would be impossible. But if you want videos of desserts from a specific country, comment below by writing the country. I already know you'll be drooling, so get ready, because now I'll show you the top 10 most delicious foods in the world. Number 10. Apple pie. An apple pie is a fruit pie in which the main ingredient of the filling is apples. Apple pie is often served with whipped cream, ice cream, custard, or cheddar cheese. Generally, it has a double crust, with pastry both above and below the filling. The top crust may be solid or latticed a weave of crosswise strips. The bottom crust may be baked separately blind to avoid becoming soggy. Deep dish apple pie often has only a top crust. Although apple pie is thought to be an American dessert, it actually originated from a blend of cultures. Apple pie has European origins, and an early version dates back to around 1390, contained in a recipe book by the court cook of King Richard Roman II of England. Number 9. Pavlova. From the far-off lands of New Zealand and Australia, this dessert, named after the Russian ballerina Anna Pavlova, is primarily used for grand occasions due to its stunning appearance. It consists of a soft and chewy meringue on the inside and a crispy shell on the outside, filled and topped with whipped cream and seasonal fruits. Number 8. Cheesecake. Cheesecake is a cold dessert consisting of a base made from crumbled cookies, topped with a thick layer of sweetened cream cheese, and treated with other ingredients. The base is usually made of crumbled cookies mixed with egg yolk or butter, or cookies moistened with coffee, syrup, or liqueur. It can also be made with sponge cake or short crust pastry. The cream cheese used for the filling is very soft and fresh, or spreadable cheeses such as mascarpone. The recipe is often enhanced with the addition of fresh fruit, candied fruit, nuts, jam, or chocolate on top of the cake. Cheesecake originated in Europe, and the first traces of this dessert date back to ancient Greece. But the modern version of cheesecake, with a crunchy base and cream cheese filling, was created in Philadelphia in 1872 by the dairy producer James L. Kraft. Number 7. Baklava. Turkish cuisine is famous for its sweets, and baklava is probably the queen of them all. This dessert, originating from Turkey, is made up of many thin layers of phyllo pastry, buttered and sprinkled with finely chopped nuts or pistachios, baked in the oven and soaked with a mixture of sugar and lemon juice or honey and spices with rosewater. Orthodox tradition requires that the number of layers be 33, in relation to the years of Christ. Number 6. Pasties de Belem. Perhaps less famous than others, nevertheless it ranks 6th. Among the world's best desserts from Portugal, here are the pastéis de Belem. These kinds of pastries are one of the most famous Portuguese specialties in the world. The original recipe is still a secret passed down by the pastry chefs of Oficina do Segredo, who swear to keep it secret. Essentially made of short crust pastry, they are covered with puff pastry with a warm custard filling inside and topped with cinnamon or powdered sugar. Number 5. Macarons. The macaron is a baked biscuit whose name derives from the Italian macaron. The use of the term to indicate the sweet is attested in France since the 16th century. The pastry is composed of two dome-shaped pieces, with a characteristic smooth surface, a circumference garnished with ripples, and a flat base. Connoisseurs appreciate a delicate eggshell crust that makes the pastry moist and airy inside. The French macaron stands out from other macarons because it can be found in a wider variety of flavors ranging from traditional raspberry, chocolate to more innovative ones marmite, matcha green tea. Number 4. Waffle. Waffle is a sweet of Belgian origin, consisting of a crispy outer shell and a soft interior, cooked on two plates that give it the traditional grid-like shape. There are many variations, but the original Brussels ones have a dough made of milk, water, butter, eggs, flour, sugar, beer yeast, and vanilla. Sprinkled with powdered sugar, they can be served to the sweet tooth with whipped cream, fruit, ice cream, jam, nuts, hazelnuts, almonds, chocolate, or butter. Number 3. Tiramisu. Tiramisu is one of the best desserts in the world and considered the quintessential modern dessert. Originating from northern Italy, it is a spoon dessert made according to the original recipe, with Ladyfinger soaked in coffee, layered with mascarpone cream, eggs, sugar, and cocoa powder on top. Of course, like many desserts, there are various versions, such as adding fruit or chocolate. Number 2. Mooncake. Mooncake is a traditional Chinese pastry that is typically consumed during the Mid-Autumn Festival, one of the most important Chinese holidays. Mooncakes are named after the festival because it is dedicated to the observation and worship of the moon. Traditional mooncakes are round or rectangular, with a diameter of about 10 cm and a depth of 4–5 cm. A thickened pasty filling, traditionally made of sweet bean paste or lotus seed paste, is surrounded by a thin crust and may sometimes contain salted duck egg yolks. Mooncakes are usually consumed as an accompaniment to tea. In modern times, it has become common practice to give mooncakes as gifts to clients or family members, which has led to the creation of increasingly imaginative and non-traditional mooncakes. Number 1. Sasha Tort. For true dessert lovers, there may be no better treat than the Sasha Tort made in Austria. Straight from Austria, this cake consists of 2 layers of light chocolate dough with a thin layer of apricot or cherry jam in the middle. The whole thing is covered with a layer of dark chocolate glaze. Tradition dictates that it should be enjoyed at a temperature of 17 degrees C, with unsweetened whipped cream and a cup of coffee or tea. Of course, the secrets of its recipe are also kept by the pastry chefs at the Hotel Sasha in Vienna, the official producer of this cake. These were the 10 best and most famous desserts in the world. Remember that desserts can create addiction and should be consumed in limited quantities. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and did you know all these desserts? Would you like to try one? Write in the comments your favorite. See you in the next video, bye!